Thank you. Samantha, would you please call the roll?
Yes. All right, when I say your name, if you're here, just say aye. Grant Anderson? Grant Anderson? Okay, we'll come back. Charles Andrews? Charles Andrews? Okay. I guess we'll come back. Scott Bender?
Aye.
Okay. Thank you, Scott. Bryce Christo?
Aye.
Thank you, Bryce. Jerry Cooper? Jerry Cooper? Okay. Come back. Ryan Blair?
Aye.
Thank you, Ryan. Angela Horn?
Aye.
Thank you, Angela. Jennifer Jack?
Here.
Thank you, Jennifer. David Janover?
Here, thank you.
Thank you, David. Kevin Lair? Kevin Lair? Okay. Arian LaRange?
Yeah, present.
Thank you. Paul Lopez? Paul Lopez? Okay, back. Jamie McCracken?
Aye.
Thank you, Jamie. Brad Novacek? Brad Novacek? Okay, back. Steve O'Brien? Steve O'Brien? Okay. Tim Oliver?
Here.
Thank you, Tim. Dano Hassani? Dana, are you there? Okay. Thank you. Herman Pedrahita?
Sorry, I
Aye.
am here. It does froze on me. This is Dana.
Okay, thank you, Dana. And Herman, you're here?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Matt Reeg?
Here.
Thank you, Matt. Patrick Sage?
Here.
Thank you, Patrick. Christopher Salas? Christopher Salas? Okay. Emil Schmidt?
Here.
Thank you, Emil. David Smith? David Smith? Okay. Brandon Squire? Brandon Squire? Okay. Leticia Vargas?
Aye.
Thank you, Leticia. And Maria Angelica Deeb.
Here.
All right. I think there might have been quite a few people. So anybody else who we did not call? You can let me know you're here.
Kevin Lair, I think I missed it.
Okay. Thank you, Kevin. Anyone else?
Samantha, why don't you go over the ones that didn't respond? They might be late or sometimes they have the mute button and you didn't hear them.
Sure. Okay. We'll go
Maria,
again.
if I could real quick, Samantha, this is Paul Lopez, City of Buckeye. I just showed up.
Okay. Thank you, Paul. Okay. So we'll go over just the ones that did not answer. Grant Anderson. Okay. Jerry Cooper. All right. Brad Novacek.
I am here.
You are here. Okay. Thank you. Steve O'Brien. Okay. Christopher Salas. Okay. David Smith. All right. Brandon Squire. All right, Madam Chair, that was everyone on the list then.
Do we have a quorum then?
Yes, we do have a quorum.
Thank you. As we have a quorum, so this meeting of the Max Street Committee is called to order. As a reminder, Please mute your microphone to eliminate any feedback. You will have the opportunity to either raise your hand or in the chat be recognized, at which time you can unmute and talk. You can also use the chat to type any question or comment you may have. When you begin speaking, please state your name and that of your organization. Item 2 is call to the audience. Members of the public were asked to submit written comments related to this meeting through the MAG website. Comments may be sent at any time leading up to the meeting, but must be received at least 1 hour prior to the posted start time of the meeting. This is the opportunity for the public to comment on the items that fall under MAG's jurisdiction but are not in the agenda, or are on the agenda for discussion but not for action. Has MAG staff received any public comments?
No, Madam Chair, we did not receive any public comments.
Thank you, Samantha. So let's proceed to item 3. This is the transportation staff report. MAG staff member Kristen Myers will now provide any updates and report to the committee. Kristen?
Thank you, Madam Chair, members of the committee. I'm pleased to report today that we are up about 0.4% over January of last year for HERF. Our RORF actuals are up 6.4% over January of last year. I wanted to let the committee know that Federal Highways has extended the MUTCD 11th edition comment period to May 14th, 2021. You will want to note that website that I have listed there on your screen as they go through the amendment process, and there will be some webinars for you through the month of March. So I would check that out. Here's just a few other updates that I have. Please have all of your purchase orders completed for the FY19, FY20 street sweepers. If you do have any questions, please let Patrick Stone know. You can reach him at pstone@azmag.gov. And then just quickly, we do have some updates on the Coronavirus Response and Relief Supplemental Appropriations Act, also known as CRISA. You might have heard that acronym flying around lately. Federal Highways has allocated approximately $181.6 million to the state. Right now, those projects are looking at Gila River Bridge at the I-10, I-17 widening north of Phoenix, US 93 north of Wickenburg, and then improving some 600 highway lane miles throughout the state. The MAG region did receive $25 million of sub-allocation, and that is going to be applied to the closeout process. And with that, Madam Chair, that concludes my report. I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, Kristen. Do we have any questions from the committee? Thank you. Hearing none, let's proceed with the approval of the consent agenda. Item 4A is the approval of the February 9th, 2021 meeting minutes. Please take a few moments to review the minutes of the February 9th meeting if you have not done so. Does any committee member have any revisions? Hearing none, can I have a motion to recommend approval of the meeting minutes of February 9th, 2021?
So moved, Madam Chair.
Kevin.
Go ahead, Kevin.
Go ahead, Angela, take it.
So moved, Madam Chair.
Thank
I'll
you.
second it.
Thank you very much. As we have a motion, can you please, Samantha, call the names to indicate yay or nay?
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. All right, so Charles Andrews,
Hey.
thank you. Scott Bender, Scott Bender, Okay. Bryce Christo.
Aye.
Thank you. Ryan Blair.
Yay.
Thank you. Angela Horn.
Aye.
Thank you. Jennifer Jack.
Aye.
Thank you. David Janover.
Aye.
Thank you. Kevin Lair.
Aye.
Thank you. Paul Lopez.
Aye.
Thank you. Jamie McCracken.
Aye.
Thank you. Brad Novacek.
Aye.
Thank you. Tim Oliver.
Aye.
Thank you. Dana Wasani.
Aye.
Thank you. Ramon Pedrahita.
Aye.
Thank you. Matt Reed.
Aye.
Thank you. Patrick Sage.
Aye.
Thank you. Emil Schmid. Emil?
Aye. Sorry.
Nope, that's okay. Thank you. Let's see, Leticia Vargas.
Aye.
Thank you. And Maria Angelica Deep.
Aye.
Thank you. And was there anyone else that I missed?
This is Steve O'Brien. I vote aye.
Thank you, Steve. Anyone else? Right. Thank you.
Thank you. So with a motion and a second, and with the members polled, the motion passes. Items proposed to be heard. Let's go to item number 5, please. Ms. Kristen Myers will present now the ALCP Project Change Process Overview. Kristen?
Thank you, Madam Chair, members of the committee. Next slide, please. So this presentation is a repeat of what we heard on February 9th, but I did want to go over again the project change request for the ALCP for those members that weren't in attendance in February, and also for members of the public that may not have heard that presentation. Next slide, please. So the ALCP, as you know, serves as the financial management tool for the arterial component of our current RTP. This program is guided by the ALCP policies and procedures, which were just reapproved by Regional Council on February 24th of 2021. Next slide, please. So your role in this project change process is to go through the original ALCP with the member agencies presenting, and then looking at their substitute projects, making sure that they meet all requirements of the policies and procedures, and then recommending it for technical review and recommendation through the committee process. Next slide, please. So the project change process, the project change summarized is included with the request that you have in your packet today, and that is the Main Street project change. It summarizes current and planned features. It provides the ALCP project budgets for the new project and also the original project, and should provide a detailed cost estimate. Changes also require evaluation with the ALCP project change tool. And the project change tool evaluates projects based on 9 criteria. I'll quickly go over that criteria for you. They look at volumes, the volume over capacity ratio, peak period volumes, crash rates, if there are, relative to citywide averages, and then serious crash and fatalities. They also do go through some qualitative criteria, which is segments of regional importance, complete streets, meaning sidewalk, bike lanes, and those that enhance multimodal, and then also economic development access. Next slide, please. So today, MCDOT and ADOT will present on the following. They're going to give you an overview of their proposed project, an overview of the existing project, explanation on why the original project was not deemed feasible, a detail on how the change would relieve congestion and improve mobility, and then give you just a quick result of the project change tool analysis. Next slide, please. So that concludes my presentation. I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you very much. Does anybody from the committee have any questions? Remember, this is for information and discussion. Hearing no questions, let's please proceed to agenda item number 6. This item was first presented in the February 2021 Street Committee. The requested project change was tabled to allow additional discussion of the project between the partner agencies. Discussions with the corresponding partners has occurred. Therefore, Ms. Angela Horn from McDOT and Ms. Sandy Tom from ADOT will now present the requested ALCP project change technical review. Angela, Sandy, please take it away.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So today we are going to go over what was presented at the February Streets Committee, as well as the progress we have made since the February Streets Committee. We'll go to the next slide. And for the benefit of the public and those not at the last Streets Committee, the original project that we were talking about is the McKellips Road Bridge over the Salt River. And the proposed project is the US 60X project that Sandy Thoms from ADOT will speak to a little bit more further. Next slide. So the original project, the McKellips Road project, was partially funded in the ALCP. The actual total project was about 45 million versus the, I think, around 15 million that was in the ALCP. We do anticipate that total cost to increase. We have looked at newer data, and we are still monitoring it, but we don't have an immediate need in terms of safety or any type of flooding events that have occurred. We, as Chairwoman Deep had mentioned, we did have additional outreach with the City of Mesa as well as SRPMIC. Those are the two adjacent communities that connect this roadway, McKellips Road. We did receive support from both agencies on this project. This project, although won't be funded through the ALCP, it will be on the RTP through MAG, as well as through MCDOT's annual programming process. So it is a project that will continue on. It just does not have enough funds through the ALCP. With that, I will give it over to Sandy to talk about the proposed project for US 60X, which can actually be implemented with the remaining funds in the ALCP. Sandy?
Yes, thank you. Next slide, please. Great, thank you, Madam Chair, members of the Streets Committee. I'm glad to be back. My name is Sandy Thoms. I am the ADOT project manager for the proposed project on US 60X. The US 60X is also referred to as Main Street or Apache Trail. It is a 5-mile section of roadway between Sossaman and Meridian, and it's currently maintained by ADOT, and it lies in unincorporated Maricopa County between the cities of Mesa and Apache Junction. The corridor used to be the original US 60, so it was designed and constructed as a rural divided highway with a 64-foot median, but urban growth and development has kind of come in and significantly altered the surrounding land uses. So this project will install curb, gutter, sidewalks, bike lanes, and street lighting throughout the entire corridor. We will also do a road diet by reducing the cross section from 6 lanes to 4. There was a study performed in 2018 which concluded that a 4-lane section would provide sufficient capacity beyond the 2040 design year. The corridor also sees a lot of bicycle and pedestrian activity. So this project will be providing those vulnerable road users with a space that they currently don't have. The 2018 study also evaluated 5 years of crash data and identified 12 fatal crashes and 26 serious injury crashes in that time frame. So that indicates a definite need for improvements here. Next slide, please. Here is a visual representation of some of our planned improvements. These cross sections were prepared as part of the 2018 study, but I have marked up some of the changes in red. The wide median will remain, but it'll allow for potential future widening towards the inside by MCDOT as traffic volumes necessitate. In addition to modifying the overall cross section, we will also address current known issues with access control and also with drainage. We'll evaluate potential locations for mid-block crossings and also perform general pavement preservation efforts. We will want to skinny up the right-of-way once construction is complete and turn that right-of-way back to the adjacent property owners, which will mitigate the current encroachment issues we're experiencing. The end goal will be to improve the overall safety and mobility throughout the corridor and ultimately turn the corridor over to McDOT after project completion. Next slide, please. Here is a breakdown of the ALCP change tool scoring, showing that the proposed project's total score is 1.15, while the project we're proposing to replace has a score of 0.95. This project is programmed in ADOT's 5-year construction program to begin design this year and construction in FY23. But we will need additional funds to accomplish everything we're envisioning, and these ALCP funds will help us accomplish that. With that, I would be happy to take any questions you have.
Thank you, Angela and Sandy. I do have a question. I didn't hear anybody else, but can you just summarize the discussions that you had with the partners? I'm very happy to know that this was accomplished.
Sure. Yes. So we did meet offline with our intergov groups with the City of Mesa and SRPMIC. And we did get documentation of that support through letters from both agencies, recognizing what the projects are and also recognizing where the future of McKellips Road Bridge, where that project is going to. So it was a good conversation between all three agencies. And I think we reached a pretty good understanding that McKellips Road isn't going anywhere. It's going to continue through our process. And this just moves the funds where they can be used now, as opposed to potentially losing them through the regional funding.
Thank you. Any additional questions?
Madam Chair, this is Jennifer Jack. I do not have a question, but I just want to say thank you for placing this on hold and coming back this month. And the community is grateful for the outreach and satisfied with the outcome. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you all.
Madam Chair, I have a question. Oh, actually, it's more of a comment. This is Leticia Vargas with the City of Phoenix.
Please.
Thank you. My comment is respective of the opportunity to possibly look at adding protected bike lanes. It sounds like you have some right of way to give back, and if I understood that correctly, and if that is indeed the case, if there is, you may want to consider adding some, maybe a buffer of a foot or two, if possible, between your bike lane and your travel lane as a consideration. Phoenix is looking at that, and we do see advantages to doing that. So just wanted to offer that up, since it sounded like you had some right of way to give back if there is. So just a comment.
Thank you. That is some good feedback. I think something to consider for this project, but even there's a lot of flexibility with that wide median, that even in the future, whether it happens in this project or not, there were talks about, you know, the ultimate configuration could be really whatever we dream. But we'll definitely keep that in mind as we move forward with this one.
Thank you. So the action is for information, discussion, and possible recommendation to include the proposed project change in the draft fiscal year 2022 and the ALCP. Could I have a motion to recommend the project?
Kevin, I recommend the project to move forward as was presented.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second, Steve O'Brien.
Thank you, Steve. Samantha, will you please call the name and indicate yes or nay?
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. All right, Charles Andrews.
Aye.
Thank you. Celeste Garza. Celeste Garza. Okay. Bryce Christo.
Aye.
Thank you, Bryce. Ryan Blair.
Aye.
Thank you. Angela Horn.
Aye.
Thank you. Jennifer Jack.
Aye.
Thank you. David Janover.
Aye.
Thank you. Kevin Lair.
Aye.
Thank you. Paul Lopez.
Aye.
Thank you. Jamie McCracken.
Aye.
Thank you. Brad Novacek.
Aye.
Thank you. Steve O'Brien.
Aye.
Thank you. Tim Oliver.
Aye.
Thank you. Dana Wasani.
Aye.
Thank you. Herman Pedrahita.
Aye.
Thank you. Matt Reeg.
Aye.
Thank you. Patrick Sage.
Aye.
Thank you. Emil Schmid.
Aye.
Thank you. Leticia Vargas
Aye.
and Maria Angelica Deeb.
Aye.
Thank you.
With the motion and the second and the members poll, the motion passes. Thank you very much. Agenda item 7. This is request for future agenda items. Are there any requests by the street committee member for any item on the future agenda? Hearing none at this time, let's go to agenda item number 8. I would like to invite members to share information related to ongoing street project activities in their jurisdiction. Please let me know if there are any requests for updates.
Madam Chairman, this is Brad Novacek from the town of Queen Creek.
Please, Brad.
We've got, I would like to report that we have several projects that are working on a time schedule in conjunction with the completion of SR 24 to improve the overall regional transportation linkages and provide alternatives to Ironwood and Ellsworth Road. We have joint projects that we're working with Pinal County to improve Meridian Road from Combs all the way up to the SR 24. And we have 3 segments of that are beginning to go to construction this year. And then we also have a segment that we're working jointly with City of Mesa to extend Signal Butte from Germain North up to the 24. A portion of that doesn't even exist as a roadway at the moment. So that's a new roadway that will allow new connections and allow traffic to go from Ocotillo north up to the 24, thus allowing some improvements. And then we also are improving Ocotillo Road from Ironwood west to Signal Butte in the same time frame. And along with a portion of that, development is occurring that will also improve Queen Creek Road along those same locations from Ironwood west, and thus when everything is said and done, there'll be a much better grid and a lot more lane miles in that area to move vehicles in that area. So it's a huge improvement of transportation in that area, and I wanted to let everybody know that was occurring out in that spot.
Thank you, Brad, for sharing. Anybody else? Thank you. Item number 9. The next meeting of the street committee will be held at 1 p.m. on Tuesday, April 13th, via virtual conference, unless otherwise noted. And this is the time to adjourn. Could I have a motion to adjourn this meeting?
So moved, Madam Chair.
Move to. Go for it, Angela.
So moved, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. We do not need to call everybody else. So thank you very, very much. The meeting is adjourned.
Thank you, Maria.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Thank you.
Have a
Good
great day.
afternoon, everyone.
Thank you.